Governor Chris Christie was at a campaign event discussing the issue of marijuana, and according to Bloomberg, he said this, quote, "If you're getting high in Colorado today, enjoy it. As of January 2017, I will enforce the federal laws." So yeah, he's not backing down. This is just one of many anti-pot things that he said. It's just a shame for him that he's polling at like 1% in the GOP primary field. So don't be so sure you're going to win there, buddy. Probably not going to happen. Now, I should pump the brakes here a little bit because there is a chance that Christie can find a way to rise in the polls during the primary season. I think he's probably a much better debater than a lot of the other people on stage. So, I mean, there is a chance. I don't want to make it seem like it's totally ruled out that he could win the presidency. Of course, that there's a possibility. But look at this, man. This is the kind of thinking of somebody who wants to be taken seriously as a candidate for president. It's pathetic to see stuff like this. So Huffington Post explains further here. They say, as governor of New Jersey, he has opposed even his own state's limited medical marijuana program, and he has described taxes generated from the sale of marijuana as blood money. Oh, please. Blood money. Yeah, so, question, how about the sale of alcohol? You know how many people have died in drunk driving accidents? You know how many alcoholics there are who their lives have been ruined from drinking alcohol? How many people have died from just drinking alcohol? Right? And so, is it blood money the fact that you have liquor stores in New Jersey? The fact that you can go buy a six-pack of beer at any time? No, you wouldn't say that about alcohol. Why? Because you grandfathered it in, because you're a sloppy thinker. So you think, oh, well, that one's already legal, so gosh golly, yeah, I should stay legal, but I don't want any other substances legal. Well, really, Chris, what about if the one you're keeping illegal is actually more safe than the one that's legal? I don't care. I don't use logic. I'm Chris Christie. And bro, don't make me go down this road, but I'm going to go down this road. You keep talking like this. You're telling me that all the junk food you eat is not super unhealthy and could put you in an early grave? So should we ban that? Because, you know, then I'm not sure you would like that. When we come for the vices that are Chris Christie's vices, oh, small government now. Now I want small government. Now I'm a conservative. But if it's for somebody else's vices, alleged vices, they go, oh, lock them up, throw away the key. I don't give a fuck. Now, here's the good news, and this is what he's likely unaware of. Quote, recent polls have found a majority in support of legalizing marijuana. Even Christie's fellow Republicans don't seem to favor such a hardline stance. According to a recent Pew survey, while most GOP voters do not support legalization, they do support states' rights when it comes to marijuana, with 54% saying that the federal government should not interfere with states that have already legalized cannabis. Among millennial Republicans, support for legalizing marijuana is significant, with 63% in favor. www.yougonelose.com. Dude, we're not living in 1953 anymore. You can't go out there and say, be scared of the Negroes. You can't go out there and say, oh my God, marijuana is so evil. It's basically like you're doing crystal meth. But it's not. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So the other layer of hypocrisy here, which they pointed out, is here's a guy who claims he is a conservative. He does believe in states' rights. Now, I got to give credit to all the other conservatives on this issue. Apparently, the majority of conservatives actually understand the concept of states' rights when it comes to marijuana. So they say, even though I don't favor it being legal on a federal level, hey, if Colorado wants to make it legal, if Washington State wants to make it legal, I'm not going to stop them because I actually, on this issue, am principled where I say, hey, my state can be different than your state and you can do whatever the fuck you want in your state. That's something that, an argument that Republicans have used forever, where they say states' rights, states' rights, states' rights, the state can choose something different and the Fed shouldn't get involved. Notice Chris Christie, he's made similar arguments in the past, but when it comes to an issue where he wants to be more tyrannical, all of a sudden that's out the window. The idea of let the states be the laboratories of democracy. Now he's like, fuck it, I'm going to crack down. Fuck off. And by the way, to all the Democrats and libertarian-leaning Republicans in the House of Representatives and the Senate, let's go. Get your shit together. You know, all the progress that's been made on this issue can be lost in a second if any president gets into power and they decide to put an end to it. Because as of right now, Chris Christie does have the authority, if he were to be elected, to just say, on day one, raid all the different marijuana shops. I don't care. Medical marijuana, I don't give a fuck. Shut all that down. Shut down all the states with recreational weed, raid every single store. He would be allowed to do that because under federal law, marijuana is illegal. Federal law overrides state law. So he would be allowed to do that unless you guys get your shit together and you change the fucking law. But they're probably not going to do that, and then we're just going to have to hope that the next person that gets elected is not a fucking moron. And that's not something I want to bet my money on.